This is a noble project. It is reaching out to support the needy orphans in Kenya and providing not only livelihood in future, but hope and also spiritual support.
We are motivated to do this because of what Christ has done for us.
You become an extended hand of Christ.
Deep in the heart of Africa, 43 million people call Kenya their home. It is a nation of diverse landscapes and rich cultural heritage, boasting the Masai Mara, the Great Rift Valley, Lake Victoria, and Mount Kilimanjaro. Though its economic hub continues to rapidly expand due to a recent increase in tourism, Kenya's people struggle to keep up.
The way people live here is so different. I mean, people struggle just to have food, not what kind of food.
General Secretary of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Kenya, John Halake, knows and sees what his fellow brothers and sisters in Christ deal with daily.
And for here, life is, they say it's from hand to mouth. And I think that's a big lesson, a huge lesson, for people to appreciate what they have.
The people that we particularly serve in our ministry are people that are in need support, need care of others. In Kenya, not so many people are employed when you move to communities. People live basically on small agriculture, small livelihood. You will grow your corn there and you just grow it for consumption. You can't even sell it. Or if you don't have money to take your children to school and you have grown some corn, you'll sell your corn and then take the whole thing to school fees. And that means you remain without anything to eat, without any income for the family.
Poverty and disease burden the population, and Project 24 hopes to ease the suffering and provide a way out.
There are so many vulnerable children who do not have parents, not maybe even relatives who are close to them.
HIV and AIDS killed a number of parents and left so many orphans. Also, there are people that have died of other diseases. Malaria is a big killer also, that kills the parents and even the children as well. So life is difficult and getting even food is difficult for many people.
Reverend David Chuchu, the National Projects Coordinator for the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Kenya and the Director of Diaconate Compassionate Ministries, works with Project 24 to establish centers and encourage those involved. He was present at the initial Project 24 meeting.
A group of 5 men visiting ELCK, and they have heard of this Othoro Rescue Center. And a question was asked, is there need to have more centers like Othoro? And Bishop Obare says, the need is great and is overwhelming.
And then they said, Bishop, how many rescue centers would you think would serve you? I said, just to start, could be even 6 rescue centers, meaning 24, because at that time we had 4 dioceses.
So we began thinking of Project 24, and this group of 5 men formulated a project that started raising funds to build up the projects, the rescue centers in Kenya.
As much as it's a national project, you know, we liaise with the people on the ground, like the dioceses. And in the dioceses, they also work closely with the parish and the congregation down there, because they are the ones who know eventually these vulnerable children.
As the head of the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Kenya, Archbishop Walter Obare plays an active role in the continued development of Project 24 centers.
So long as we are Christians, we have the call to be Jesus' hands, to be the Lord's hands, to provide for those people who are in need.
With proclaiming the gospel as its first and primary goal, Project 24 rescue centers also seek to educate children and equip them for their future.
Our rescue center should be located where there is a school or within the school, so that the education become part and component of the orphans that we are going to support.
Our mission is that we have a good center for taking care of orphans and educating them and the public to empower, for empowerment.
Without education, even we put these children in centers and we don't provide them with right education, still we are not building their future.
Since its creation in 2007, 12 of the 24 centers have either been plotted, started, or are already providing love, care, and mercy.
This is what the church does best, like taking care of less fortunate people. In this case, of course, these children who really needs parental care.
Those young boys and girls go and walk on the streets and become beggars, become hooligans, beat people on the road. We have taken care of them.
While Project 24 builds the rescue centers, it partners with 1,001 orphans to provide scholarships, food, and medical care for the children.
1,001, supported by Concordia Lutheran Ministries in Pittsburgh through LCMS, provide us for the food that makes these orphans have some food, also have some book or material supplies that enable them to grow as people as well.
One of the main challenges facing Project 24 is that of transportation. Roads are in poor condition and it is often necessary to rent vehicles.
Moving around is very expensive, and if you don't have a car of your own where you can go and visit these centers and do your regular work, it really poses a huge challenge. I mean, it's expensive. We can't hire a car always. You know, these centers are far from each other. And if you don't have really proper mode of mobility, it's a huge frustration.
Headmaster Jason Liriong oversees a school of 340 students in the rural Samburu district. Some children walk long distances to reach the school, while others are not able to attend every day due to family responsibilities.
Some of the challenges here is one is teachers are not enough. That's one. Two is my school is not a boarding school. Some of them are coming 15 kilometers out. The biggest challenge that I see here, these girls are not residing in the school during the school term, and therefore they don't get time to study so much.
The newly created Okeo Scholarship Fund creates opportunity for college students to get involved and to be part of a culture outside their own.
My name is Annie Pitchka. I am part of this group of 6 of us going to Kenya.
For these young adults to come and learn from us, and in turn our people also learn from them, we expect that it will be helpful to them to see that life is not just over there in America. It's also here, and there are so many things that we can share and learn from each other.
I'm feeling excited.
I do invite people to come over to Kenya, and the reason why I do that is so that when I speak about the needs and the situation, it's different when somebody comes and be part of that and experience a first-hand information of what exactly I'm talking about, by providing an opportunity so that people would be able to experience the culture, share the feelings of the people that we are supporting, see the appreciation in their faces, and see how many lives have also changed. But when you people visit, you experience and see the needs and visit and see how people walk through their lives, and you become part of it. So I think it's a very important thing to do.
Project 24 has many partners. 1,001 orphans, the Diaconal Compassionate Ministries in Kenya, the Evangelical Lutheran Church of Kenya, and Lutheran Church Missouri Synod World Relief and Human Care. We're hoping that you'll become a partner too, by personal prayer, by private donation, and if possible, by personal service.
God led us to come together for a purpose. And that purpose was to strengthen the mission of the Lord in Kenya.
So this issue is with us, always. And as a church, we can't keep quiet. We want to provide home for them, care for them, and show them love and mercy.
So that His glory may be seen in the faces of those orphans that are suffering in those places as well.